Hi, I'm Peter Sidwell from Simply Good Food TV and a very proud California Prune brand ambassador. I'm here to cook with my little helper here, and we're creating some recipes for sort of prune it for kids, we've called them. So they're exciting, they're delicious, they're engaging, and it's an attempt to get kids to kind of reach out a bit and create and achieve. And we've pulled some sugar and fats back out, and we've used the wonderful California prune, which is really, really good at helping substitute sugar. So we don't need refined sugar in this because we're going to use prunes beautifully. So, first recipe, we're going to make some bao buns, which are like Asian steamed buns. And we're going to fill them with a beautiful sort of barbecue kind of hoisin sauce with some chicken and some pickled carrots in lime juice, and they are delicious. Children or adults will love them, so it's a good family meal. And you're going to help me, aren't you? Yeah. Right. Okay, so what I've done is I've made a very simple dough here, and I've got the recipe and I've put it on the website for you, but basically I have added some half strong bread flour, half plain flour, some baking powder to a normal sort of yeasted kind of bread dough, but we're going to steam these rather than bake them. Right, so we're going to need flour. So I've proved this for about half an hour, so it's doubled in size. We've got some rolling pins and some cutters, and we're going to use these bamboo steamers. Now, they are cheap as chips on Amazon, and you know, you go to Chinese supermarkets and get them. They're a really useful thing to have actually, but they are great. And if you can't get hold of them, what I try to do is use a big roasting tray with a cooling rack in it, a little bit of water, put the tray on, put some foil over and steam them that way. But you know, it can be all done. There's always a way. So, if I just get these steaming trays out, yeah? And we'll get on with this, shall we? So a little bit of flour down there. Okay. Oh, loads more. That much. Yeah. Okay. And I will get this dough out. Are you ready?
No.
It's ready to drop. You ready?
It's like...
Oh, you see, this is what kids love doing. They love getting their hands in, making a mess. It's like Play-Doh or slime. They're obsessed with slime at the moment, aren't they? So this is like edible slime. This is, and it tastes so good. A little bit of flour on top, and then we're just going to work this, okay? Knock the air out, and then I'm going to get you to roll it. Yeah?
Can I touch it?
Yeah. Okay? So that's how it should feel, all soft and lovely. Go on, I know you want to. Pick it up. Yeah? That's all she wanted to do. Right, okay. So, all I'm doing is I'm pulling the dough out and I'm folding it back on top of itself until it's a manageable consistency. Right, okay, so, nice round piece of dough. Give it a roll and then turn it and roll it and turn it. The key to rolling out bread dough is because it's not like pastry, it springs back. So the minute you roll it out, it springs back in. So you've got to just keep moving it and rolling it. Right, you roll, I'll turn. Okay? Roll backwards, forwards, right, and then flip it over, same again. And you want to get them to about 1/2 centimetre thick, okay? So a little bit more. Perfect, right, I'll flip it over.
You flip it.
So fold it in half, it's much easier to do that, yeah? Fold, hang on. There, that's it, we're okay. So, cutter, what would you say that is? It's about 8 centimetres, that. Okay?
Really?
So basically, we're just going to cut, give it a little twist, okay? And then I will lift them out and pop them here, and you give them a cut and a twist. Give them a twist so you can feel the worktop. That's it? Brilliant. I'll do that. You cut them. So for me, getting kids in the kitchen, do you know what? It's the first stage of really getting them interested in food. I think food sometimes can be something a bit scary for kids, and they get anxious and they're worried and they're not going to like it. Yeah, do another one there. Okay, fold it all up and we'll do some more. And I think the more fun you can have with kids, the more familiar they become with it, the less barriers that are there with food. So take every opportunity to get them in the kitchen, playing and messing about. Make it fun, make it enjoyable, take the pressure away. There you go. So you're going to do some more cuts for me. So this is This is a 500 gram based dough mix, and we're going to get about 12 out of this. The beauty of them as well is they freeze really well. So, you know, if you've got a rainy day and the kids are in the house climbing the walls, get them doing this for another day. You don't have to eat them today, you can just pop them in the freezer. I want you to paint with olive oil half of this circle. Yeah. So paint them in half, just half of the dough. That's it, and just paint it. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to fold the dough over, and then the oil stops it slipping, okay? So as it proves and it bakes, it easily then opens at the end. So all I'm going to do is just take the dough and then fold them in half and just kind of press them down just a little bit. Don't worry, the oil will do exactly what we want it to do, and it'll mean that they don't stick when they're cooked. Yep. Do you want to fold and I'll brush?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, perfect. So take that one, do that one. You like this bit, don't you?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so that's it. It's great to be able to work in together. So what we do now is we take them and we just pop them, hang on, just wait, into our steamer. Now it's important that when you put them in the steamer, you put them the rounded fold pointing outwards, okay? Because we don't want them to touch. Okay, and then we'll put that one in the middle. So if I show you that, that's how we want them, okay? If I point that there, okay? And then I'm going to pop our steamer on. So we get the pan of water, get it nice and hot, get it ready. So in you go, see if you can replicate that, yeah? That's it, so 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And that's it actually, I don't think we want one in the middle. Grill. One more?
One more tray.
Perfect. So I actually bought 2 sets of steamers, which gives you 2 bases and a lid as well. Family of 4, we've got 12, we've got loads, we've got some leftovers, and actually they're really good for picnics or school boxes the next day, like lunch boxes, because they're so soft and delicious. So we'll pop those on there, put that lid on there, and we're going to leave these for 20 minutes to double up in size and prove. Then they go onto the pan of water and they will steam for another 20 minutes and then they're done. Okay? So, okay, our bao buns are proving nicely in this tower. Basically, you can kind of see, look, there they are. They're just going to sit there. They're going to double up in size. We'll steam them for 20 minutes. They'll be absolutely delicious. Okay, so while that's doing, we're going to cook some chicken. Really, really simple. Okay, you ready? You're going to do the sesame oil? Do you want to do that?
How much?
Okay, so let me get a spoon. Okay, you hold a spoon, I'll pour it in, and you want to drizzle it. You know, like Daddy drizzles, yeah?
Yeah.
Do it like that. So this is sesame oil. It's got a beautiful nutty flavour to it, okay? Nice way to sort of introduce kids to flavours. Good way to get nice flavour in for mums, dads, and kids. Right, but careful, because it's very strong in flavour. Right, so you've got to drizzle it on all of them. That's it. Right, and then we're going to season with a little bit of salt. Not too much. A little bit of pepper. Okay, and then we'll get a brush and we'll just kind of brush that sesame oil on there and then put that brush straight to wash because it's had raw chicken on it, okay? Really important, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay, so these will take about 20 minutes in the oven at 180 degrees. Easy. Right, so we want to make our Asian kind of barbecue. It's kind of hoisin inspired, if I'm honest, but it's not the traditional hoisin at all. But it's that kind of barbecue-y kind of flavour. So what I'll do is I'll do it in a shallow pan, and then you can really see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to start with our wonderful California prunes. Now I'm going to chop these up. This is what's replacing our sugar, okay? So all I'm going to do is just shred them really, really fine. You can get these California prunes from Holland and Barrett, and they are delicious. I eat them in the car for a snack instead of sweets, and I use them in the kitchen. I use them at home. I do all sorts, really. Obviously, as a brand ambassador, my job is to get creative, get interested, get people kind of tasting prunes with different dishes, really, if I'm honest. And my job in the kitchens is to experiment, create, and we created the Prune It for Kids recipes. So get on the California Prunes website and find those recipes because there's some really interesting ones. I've tried them out on my troop and they seem to do really well. Right, are you going to put those into here for me?
Yeah.
Drop them in, that's it. And all of them. What they'll do is they'll melt down with all the other ingredients that we're going to add. Right, pour in the soy sauce, I'll tell you when. Pour it all in, go for it. So this will I'm using a low sodium, low salt soy, which will just give us that nice kind of umami, savoury flavour. And the challenge is to get the balance of the sweetness, the saltiness, the smokiness. Perfect, thank you. We'll get that on there. Right, star anise. Star anise is an Asian spice. It gives that kind of aniseedy flavour from Chinese 5 spice that you find very familiar. So pop 2 of those in there. Good.
1.
You can see why they're called star anise, can't you?
They look like a star.
They do look like a star. Excellent. Right, get those in there. Put the whole lot in. So the ketchup's just giving us a little bit of sweetness. And it also helps with the texture to make that sauce. Okay? Brill.
Wait, I can still get some out.
You can lick the bowl when we're finished. When we're finished. Okay, put it to one side. Okay, so we're going to just bring that up to the boil. We're then going to add some California prune juice just to get that extra bit of goodness in there. And this is what Prune It for Kids recipes are about. That hit of nutritional goodness while still being really enjoyable to make and to eat. I mean, there's nothing more fun than kind of making your own at the dinner table. But getting that core, getting all the goodness in there is really, really important. Do you want to pour it in?
Yeah.
Okay, you pour it in then. I'll tell you when. You want enough just to sort of cover the California prunes so that there's enough liquid there to just sort of stew and cook down. A little bit more? That'll do. Right, and we'll bring that up to the boil.
Okay.
So, smoked paprika is going to give us this kind of smoky barbecue kind of flavour. Teaspoon of that. In it goes.
Like that?
No, a little less than that. That'll, more than that. No, less than that. Give it, that's it. That'll do. In it goes. If you like it a load, put more in. If you don't like it a lot, don't put much in. You know, and if you wanted to make this for adults or whatever, you know, just adults, put some chili in there. It's absolutely fine, no problem at all. Right, so what we're gonna do is just kind of get a little bit of balance there as well. So I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit of vinegar in there. Now, rice wine vinegar, delicious, on brand, totally, cooking Asian. But if you haven't and you've just got a little bit of white wine or a little bit of lemon juice, just something to give it a little bit of bite, okay? And please don't underestimate your kids' taste buds. They do like prominent flavours. And I think as parents sometimes we're a bit afraid and we dull it all down. And actually I think kids do quite like some stronger flavours. So we'll cook that down. And while we're doing that, we're going to pickle our carrots. Now, pickled carrots would not normally sound like something that kids would like, but you really like them, don't you?
Yeah.
And we're not pickling them in anything too harsh like vinegar. We're actually going to pickle them in lime juice. So, pass me the limes. What I'm going to do is get you to squeeze the lime juice into there. So, to get kids really good at this, roll the lime so that it's all nice and soft and easy to squeeze, okay? And if you cut it in half, pass it to the little helper, squeeze as much juice into that as you can.
Am I the little helper?
You are. Go on, give them a really good squeeze. And then what we'll do is we'll turn them inside out and we'll give them another squeeze after that. Look how much more you get out.
Okay, I want to do that.
See, it's things like this that kids just kind of love doing. They like getting stuck into things. They like getting messy. Yeah. Right, time to get them carrots in. Right, now I am going to do this bit. Are you okay? Do you need to dry your hands? Yeah. There you go. Have you got a little cut there? Has it found it? Yeah. Lime juice is always good for that. Right, okay. So, I'm going to slice really carefully, really slowly. Okay. Okay. So, let me show you. Look, you've got to cut them that thin. All right. Take your time, because we just want them to just gently pickle. All right. We want them still nice and crunchy and sweet. Okay. So, matchsticks.
Oh, my finger soaked in the lime juice.
Right, when I've chopped them, you put them in the lime juice. Okay? Our pickled carrots. It's important to press the lime juice into the carrots. So what you need to do is just kind of scrunch them like that. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Scrunch them in the lime juice, and it kind of breaks them down a little bit, but it means that the lime juice can penetrate into the carrot and make it really tangy. So just kind of scrunch them a bit, yeah? Chicken's cooking nicely. Bao buns are doubled in size. So we're going to pop that onto there, and they will steam. They will take 20 minutes. The sauce is going to take a couple more minutes. Then we're going to have a taste of it. Make sure that it's right for us as a family. It's not too hot, it's not too sweet, it's not too sharp. It should be right for how you want it. So it's important that you taste it. And then the chicken will be another 10 minutes and we'll be ready to go. Right, sauce has been cooking down, and look, you can see that, look, yeah? That's just cooked down. I'm just gonna pop this in the food processor, because if I'm honest, it tastes delicious as it is, but for me, I want the kids to enjoy it. I don't want them to be fishing around looking at it. It's up to you, personal choice. You know your kids. Gear yourself for success, not failure. That's all I would say. And if they're going to be worried about the bits, blitz it. Okay, sauce blended. Chicken. Let's just lift this off. I am just going to use my little blowtorch, get a bit of flavour on there. If you've got a blowtorch, this is a great way to get a little bit more flavour into things like chicken, which generally doesn't have much flavour in. And what the blowtorch does is just kind of scorches it, gives it a little bit more flavour. We haven't had to fry this or anything like that. Tiny bit of sesame oil on here, tiny bit of seasoning, just to bring the flavour. Let's grab some chicken. Okay, you hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, so, nice, simple, just slice the chicken. Get a look at these. Come over here, have a look at these. Look, lift the lid off, see what's happened. Look at that, they have doubled in size.
Look at that one.
Oh, wow, okay. Let's pop these down. So, turn the heat off. They've steamed, they're beautiful, they're soft, they're lovely. Pop those there. Look at those. Be careful, they're hot.
Your carrot and lime juice is nice.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
I just ate it.
And you wouldn't have expected it to be as nice as it is, would you? Don't touch. Right. I am going to make you one of these lovely buns.
And you.
Yeah, definitely me. Right, let's get our spoon. So, look, when I said to you about this oil, look, it's open straight up. Really, really easy.
I want that one.
You want that one? Right, okay. So a little bit of our sauce. Okay, you're gonna get some carrot in there. Sesame seeds, if you want them, they're good for you. Add in your carrot, and there you go. That is an amazing bao bun with an Asian barbecue sauce made with California prunes, the fruit, the juice as well. We've added in some star anise in there. We've added in some low sodium soy sauce for a little bit of balance of flavour. Tiny touch of vinegar just to get that flavour there. And then we've served it with a simple chicken, sesame seeds and some carrots pickled in lime juice. Have a go, see what you think.
Yeah, carrot floating.
I know what I want. I want a little bit of coriander in mine. Isn't that delicious? And good for you. Good, fresh food that tastes amazing and is really good for you. That's exactly what's going to help you with your running, your swimming, your cycling, everything.